Live from SHS Courtyard, welcome back to the 6th edition of the Bronx Stampede. I'm James Neal.
And I'm River Heidi.
As we all know, our beloved Miss Wheeler is retiring. In turn, Sheridan High School is taking on a new principal.
For the last 14 years, our fearless leader, SHS Principal Darlene Wheeler, has been leading the school's academic and student body to great success. But now she's handing the torch to Sheridan High School's future principal, current Highland Park Principal Brent Liebeck.
I think the most important aspect of being a principal, period, I really don't, I've been one at every level. I think there's a lot of similarities between all of them. I think it's to help staff and students reach their highest possible potential. But I always believe that no matter where you're at, you can get better. And I think the process to do that is by making sure everybody's working together to get that done. So, you know, as a principal, I don't walk into any building thinking that I'm going to make all the decisions. You just can't, especially in a building like that. You know, almost 1,000 students, large staff. What I do believe is that we can make great decisions. First of all, I don't have any right to take away a student's cell phone at this point. You know, just a general, you're walking into the building, I'm going to take your cell phone away. So I know that's rumors out there, so relax. Okay, relax. We're not going there yet. If you abuse your cell phone, just like if you abuse anything, yeah, chances are we're going to get after that. But, you know, it's crazy, really, when I stepped back and heard some of those rumors that are flying around already. So that's why I'm just asking the students to be patient. Don't get too far ahead of ourselves. We'll take care of next year when we get there. I know that early out and really, you know, open campus are both incentive programs. My question is going to be, are they doing what they're supposed to be doing? Are they really providing that incentive? Are they really making that significant of a difference in student learning? If they are, and the students truly believe that this is a good thing, I see no reason to be getting overly excited about it. And I heard a little bit of both this morning from the student council. That's a real small group, so I don't want to make any decisions coming out of that meeting. But I'll take a look at every one of those types of programs, every one of those types of policies. And again, it always comes back to the same question for me. Is it best for student learning? That's what we're about. We're a school. We shouldn't be more about anything else except that. Is be patient, be understanding. Right now, celebrate Mrs. Wheeler, her departure from the high school. You know, 14 years I believe she's been there and has just done a remarkable job when you step back and think about where she took that high school. So I'd ask the students just to finish off this year strong, enjoy these last couple months of school, and then we'll get into next year and we'll start taking a look at those things that we can do better.
Once again, we thank Mrs. Wheeler for 14 years of service, and congratulations to Brent Liebeck. We'll see you next year.
This year, Sheridan's FBLA had a very successful run and placed in a varying array of events at the state convention in Cheyenne. We bring you an inside look at FBLA and the state convention.
FBLA, or Future Business Leaders America, it's an association for kids 7th through 12th who can go and compete in different events, who are interested in a career later in life in some sort of business.
FBLA is a business club where kids learn to present themselves and speak appropriately, dress appropriately, and they compete in events where they role play with judges who are actual business owners, I guess, business people, and refine their skills and use their class skills in real world settings.
Me, Adam, and Michael Griffa, we placed second in marketing, so we will be going to Nashville, Tennessee, June 28th through the 3rd of July this summer to compete.
In the future, when I go and apply for jobs or even college, a lot of people look highly upon FBLA. The PSA we did on healthy eating and activity, and how that helps out in your daily life and keeps you, more active and live longer and healthy.
State's a lot of fun. You have like an opportunity to meet people from all over the state, make new friends, stronger friends. Then they have like little like workshops you can go to learn more aspects on business for your event or just like as general. Along with, at the end, there's a dance party kind of thing, so it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of activities. Just Dance, we actually took first place in our Just Dance competition, second year in a row, reigning champions.
Mrs. Deitch and I really have fun being FBLA advisors together.
Yeah, we do.
We owe a lot of our achievement personally to our grad advisors, Shirley Coulter and Sharon Deitcher.
Didn't know FBLA was a dance club too. Every year there's a reoccurring event that everyone in town looks forward to, prom. Picking dresses, getting flowers, taking pictures, and everything that goes into preparation. Cameron Eckerd takes us behind the scenes to see what goes into constructing the venue for prom.
Many months of planning and budgeting went into the creation of A Night on Pandora. We spoke with a few of the people that helped set up prom 2K14.
Well, I didn't really get involved in student council till a little bit later with the whole prom thing, so I've just kind of helped out with selling tickets and helping decorate and stuff, but not really coming up with the idea. That gives props to the rest of our junior student council. But
it's been kind of tough. We've been spending late nights, staying in school here and missing class to get this done in time because it's a lot to do with both gyms and the Grand March. It's a pretty big process to get done.
This year we had the idea of doing like dance lessons, and we did that on Wednesday, and it was actually a really good turnout. We had a lot of fun, so hopefully we'll be able to see a lot of people dancing and swinging more than just the bump and grind and jump around. So we want to just have a wide variety, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
Today so far we've worked a lot on setting up chairs and stuff in here, and my job is mainly doing the Tree of Life, and it's like a whole bunch of lights and stuff and that we have to put together, and it's like really crazy making sure we have enough outlets for everything, and so that's kind of been my job to make it look all awesome and glowy.
Well, I'm secretary of our class, so I just keep records. We've had meetings every other week for the past, I don't know, probably the whole school year, just getting ideas, keeping record, and just help out. Like today I'm missing some class time to put together some things, get a hold of people for meetings over spring break. So
Night on Pandora is, if you've seen the movie Avatar, we're just basically taking their scenery and making it into a prom theme.
Well, actually this was a mural we ordered from one of the catalogs, and Ruthie White actually painted the animals. So and it's just a background kind of, we wanted it just to tie it together, kind of give it that jungle feel.
So, how far along are you guys with this project?
We're pretty far. It's our last day we get to work on it, so we're just making sure Grand March is almost done, and then the small gym is almost complete.
Be sure to thank your student council members and Mr. and Mrs. Daniels for all the hard work that they put in. With the Bronx Stampede, I'm Cameron Eckerd.
It's springtime, and everybody knows what that means, soccer season. We had some reporters go out into the field and give us an update about this year's boys and girls soccer season.
It's springtime at SHS, and Bronx Soccer is underway. We caught up with a few varsity players to see how this year's season is going. Oh, chow!
What's changed this year from last year?
Well, we have a lot more senior leadership than we did last year, and I don't know, I feel like we've all been playing together for about 3 years now on varsity, and now that we're seniors, we just have a lot to go with, and I think we're going to do pretty well this season.
We changed around our whole offense and defense pretty much, so everything is different this year than last year.
I hear you have a new coach. How's that working out for your team?
Well, he's not like Reiser. He's way more, he doesn't sugarcoat things. He's very truthful, I guess you could say. And he's really, I guess he is helping us, yeah.
It's good. We're learning the attack system a lot better because he focuses more on the attack and not defense, so different for the defense.
About the loss to Laramie, what happened there?
Well, we mostly we didn't have the drive to win. We didn't want to win as bad as them, and that's what it really boils down to. But like technically what we did wrong was we didn't move the ball fast enough, and we played too direct, and we didn't possess as much as they did.
Well, we didn't play very hard, I guess, and we kind of just let them dictate play. And I think they're probably the best team in the state right now. And they had really good footwork, really good skill, and I don't know, we're just going to try to catch up with them.
Well, we just weren't playing very good. Laramie's a good team, but we can stick with them and beat them. We're a good team too. It's just we didn't play to our best ability. So
we're trying to fix all the kinks in our new formation that we started doing this year, and by that we're working on our attack and building up our attacks, and pretty much just working really hard and trying to get more drive in all the players.
And what are you guys doing in practice to improve for the next time you play Laramie?
We're running a lot, getting in better shape, and then we're also working a lot on our shape offensively and defensively so we don't suck.
Playing Gillette this next game, how do you think that's going to go?
Well, I expect it to go pretty well because we have worked really hard this week in practice, and I don't know, we just feel pretty confident that we're going to go out there, start fast, and score a couple goals and then keep them from scoring.
Well, they're really good too, so I think it'll be a tough game, but I think we can beat them if we play our best.
We do need to beat Gillette this week because then it puts us in the first or second place. So, that's our goal, is always be first and second seed so we don't have to play in for state. And then, win state and graduate the next day would be great.
Sheridan Brock's soccer team is off to a great start this year. As of April 10th, they're 3-1-1 and have a bright future ahead. I'm Wyatt Campbell, reporting for Bronx Stampede. Back to you.
With the girls' soccer season almost half over, the girls' team is looking to continue the momentum into the second half. We caught up with some players to ask them about their season so far. How is your season going?
I'd say it's going pretty well. We're a lot better, I think, than the beginning of the season, and we keep on improving each day. So.
How is your season going so far?
It's going pretty good. I mean, we're winning most of our games, so that's always a bonus.
Would you say the Gillette victory was a big victory for you guys in the conference?
It definitely was a confidence booster for us, especially after our Laramie game. So, yeah, I think so.
How has your new coach helped your team this year?
I think she's really lit a fire in the program this year, and she has a lot of good strategies that will help us, and she's really nice, but yet she's really strict with us, and she makes us get everything right so that we can improve during the season.
Do you feel that the new coach has been a great addition to your guys' team?
Yeah, she definitely has. She's bringing a new outlook on everything, and we condition a lot more, and she has definitely a different style of play, but it's definitely working for us.
I think our new coach has helped a lot. She kind of kicks our butts every single day, and I think we really needed that. We needed a strong leader, like someone that we could really look up to and to kind of push us, because we're all really good. We just needed to come together, and I think that helped us a lot.
How has the Gillette victory helped your team this year?
I think it was a great confidence booster, and it was really great to beat our rival, and not letting them score was even a bigger bonus.
What are your guys' goals for this season?
Win state, of course. Come on.
What are going to be your biggest challenges?
I think working hard all the time, because sometimes we get tired and don't always go for balls that we could potentially score off of. So.
How's your season going so far?
A lot better than last season. I think we're pulling together, and we really have set our sights on what we want this season as far as state and just our overall attitudes.
Explain what happened in the Laramie game.
Oh, I think we had a little bit 5-minute lapse there where they got 3 goals, so that's really what killed us. And then after that, we just kind of went downhill from there.
How is the new coach working out?
Really well, I think. She has a lot of good experience. Of course, she played college at LSU, and she's a lot more intense than Ms. Schursett was last year. A lot more running, but I think it's good for us.
Well, it looks like this year's team is strong and has high hopes for the end of the season. For the Bronx Stampede, I'm Nick Estes.
This year, Sheridan High School's wrestling team made a name for themselves by having one of the best seasons in recent memory. Many of our competitors came out on top at the end of the season.
The Bronx Wrestlers had one of their most successful seasons this year, so we took a look back with seniors Timmy Cowan, Cody Delk, and junior Gage Tyree to see what they thought of the season. What were your goals at the beginning of the wrestling season?
Definitely to win state and to win as many tournaments as I could.
I had 3 goals at the beginning of wrestling season, and 2 of them I completed. My goals were to get first at regionals, which I did, get first at state, fell a little short of that, and then make it into the best of the best tournament, which is really hard. You had to win 7 matches, and I did that.
Do the best I could do in top 3 for the team at state.
And did you meet your goals?
We did, and I did, yes.
Pretty much, yeah. I think I did.
What are your hopes for the team next year?
Take state first, definitely.
Do their best, stay out of trouble, and continue to work hard like they did this year.
I really want to see Gillette go down because we were so close to getting it this year. We beat them twice, and we just fell a little short at regionals and state, but I feel like there's a good, strong group coming in. We got all those juniors. We're losing a lot of seniors, but I feel like the juniors and sophomores and even freshmen are going to pick up the slack.
This is Jackie Wells reporting for the Bronx Stampede.
One of many forms of entertainment is often subject to judgment and misinformation from the media and older generations, video games. In this Bronx editorial, Henry Smith and our very own James Neild went to not only high school video gamers, but parents and elementary students to look into some of the often generalized and false information about violent video games.
Hi, I'm James. We're reporting on the digital subculture that is video games and how graphic content may or may not have a negative impact on today's youth.
Grand Theft Auto 5 rises to the top of charts in violence and offensive material. Better known as GTA, it's an open-world third-person shooter where the user completes missions, fends off other players, and induces havoc on computer AI. Call of Duty Ghosts acts as a common battleground for gamers to prove their dominance. Ghosts has a story mode but is more multiplayer based, providing hundreds of guns, mods, and perks to add complexity for the gamer.
Dead Space 2 defines the genre of sci-fi horror video games. Blood, jump scares, and horrific creatures all come together to create this interactive environment in which the player is constantly watching their back and checking every corner. Unlike a horror movie where you sit and watch the graphic scenes occur before your eyes, you are a part of the action, adding an entirely different aspect to being afraid.
Isaac, we're all gonna burn for what we did to you.
What kind of video games do you play?
I like a lot of games. Call of Duty, Halo, Zelda.
Do you feel that violent video games have negatively affected you?
Not at all. If anything, I think that they've helped me because it's a good way to deal with other things, and it's just like violent horror movies. It doesn't change anything.
Why do you play video games?
It's just fun. And it's a good way to talk to my friends and hang out with them and stuff.
What do you do outside of video games?
I play baseball and basketball, so I do sports, and then obviously I come to school and stuff.
Do you feel that violent video games have negatively affected you?
No, not at all. I don't think, they don't want to make me come into a school shooting or anything. I don't feel like I'm gonna shoot anybody or punch anybody.
How long have you been playing video games?
I started seriously gaming on World of Warcraft when I was 10.
What violent video games do you currently play?
I play a lot of first-person shooters, so Call of Duties and Halo, Bioshock, that sort of thing. You kill people in World of Warcraft. I play a little bit of Grand Theft Auto.
What's your opinion on violent video games and how they affect our nation's youth?
I don't really think they have a big pull on how kids act. I know tons of kids that play violent video games, and I don't believe any of them are going to grow up and kill people.
How long have you been playing video games?
I would say since I was 5.
What violent games specifically have you played?
Black Ops 2, GTA 5, Dead Rising 3.
Do you feel that violent video games have made you more aggressive?
No, video games don't tell the children to be violent. They actually kind of help the children in situations.
How familiar are you with violent video games?
I'm pretty familiar with them. I've played Grand Theft Auto series, like Call of Duty series.
Started with Doom.
Lots of RPGs. Doom, yeah. Doom was one of the earliest violent video games, I guess you'd say, that I played.
Do you approve of minors playing violent video games?
Yeah, I think it's all right. Even younger children, say 6, 8 years old, if you have parents around and good parenting going on, they're going to know it's fake violence.
Why do you support it?
I support it in general. I think it's a good time. I think it's for us, we have a lot of family time where we're gaming, and I don't know, Duck Hunt was one of the first ones, and now it would probably be considered violent. And how great is that, just to shoot at the TV all day long? So I think for us, it's provided a lot of good family time.
And how do you think these games have affected your children?
I think it's a positive influence, gaming, for our family. My son plays every game you could imagine. He's highly experienced in all of them, from the violent to the funny to whatever, and he's considered one of the biggest gentlemen in his class.
Violent video games are continually blamed for teen violence, regardless that there is no link, correlation, or causation. Due to the ridiculous trespassing of the media, these attacks on violent video games is exactly what happened 60 years ago when comic books were blamed for teens' bad behavior. ABC News. 97% of America's youth play video games, a quarter of which play violent video games. Harvard Health. Contrary to popular belief, from 1994 to 2010, teen violence dropped more than half, while violent video games sales doubled. Forbes magazine. In 2007, Grand Theft Auto was rated the top preferred game among male youths. Journal of Adolescent Health. The ESRB, Entertainment Software Rating Board, is a non-profit organization that determines how the content in video games should be rated, but doesn't have any legal authority to implement or enforce sales policies. ESRB.
Clearly, we have some varied opinion in SHS about how violent video games affects our youth. But according to our findings, these brutally graphic video games have no effect on our youth's behavior. Again, I'm James Neild, reporting for the Bronx Stampede.
As we can all see, the weather is getting warmer. Thank goodness.
I agree. Molly Lugaki walks through the halls of SHS to see what your peers are doing this spring.
A few of the first signs of spring have been spotted here at SHS. We talked to some of our students and teachers about spring and their plans for spring break.
So, what are your favorite springtime activities?
Playing tennis.
I like it when it's nice, and I love it when it rains because it's really beautiful and really awesome feeling to have.
What is your favorite activity to do during the spring?
Bask in the sun.
My favorite springtime activity would be fishing. I'm taking my son and daughter up on the mountain and going fishing with them.
Nice. And what are you planning to do for spring break?
I am taking 6 of the wrestlers out to the national tournament in Virginia Beach.
What are your plans for spring break?
I'm gonna go work.
Work where?
Construction.
Construction in the spring. All right. Are you afraid it's gonna get a little muddy?
It'll probably get a little muddy.
That's good. That's good news. Do you like to bathe in the mud?
No.
So, what are you guys' favorite springtime activities?
Golfing.
Not mudding in your truck?
No.
Not mudding in your T-Ruck?
No.
What about you? What's your favorite springtime activity?
Golfing.
Golfing?
I like to go golfing, and when the weather gets nice, go fishing and take my kids outside.
So what are you planning to do for spring break?
I don't have a lot to do. Go visit my grandparents and hang out with my kids.
What is your favorite springtime activity?
Probably skateboarding.
Not frolicking in the mud and water?
No.
Have you ever gone mud skateboarding?
I have.
Was it? You have not? Well, it's basically just like skateboarding without wheels and on mud, if you could imagine that.
Sounds fun.
It's not.
What do you like the most about springtime?
Starts getting warmer. There's nice weather. Soccer season sometimes, and that's about it.
As they say here in Wyoming, April showers bring snow flowers. So get out and enjoy the change of season.
Unfortunately, we are being let go due to recent budget cuts and the executive decision to purchase company cappuccino machine. Signing off for the last time, I'm James Neild.
And I'm River Heidi.
And remember...
I know, I don't.
wrong.